top 10 tips to boost and kickstart your multilingual parenting journey in 2024. Coming up. Hello everyone! I hope you've all got off to a great start in 2024. Sorry it's been a while since my last video. I had been busy preparing for an important exam, but now that it's out of the way, I'll be making videos for all of you out there once more, so keep an eye out for new uploads. To those of you who have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for your support. It really means the world to me. And to those of you new to my channel, I'd like to say a big welcome, and I would invite you to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on future uploads. This channel is all about helping parents who are raising their children to be fluent in more than one language, or anyone who wants to start doing that. So in today's video, I want to give you my top 10 tips for those of you who want to raise a bilingual, trilingual or multilingual child in 2024. I have a feeling that this is going to be a great year, guys. We are already more than halfway through January, so let's set some new goals and aim for an even more amazing year. Tip number 1, start early. This tip is especially relevant to those of you who are expecting a child, and big congratulations to all parents-to-be, or if you have a very young child, again, big congrats to all new parents out there. In another video, I've discussed when's the best time to introduce your child to a new language. Definitely check it out. The link is in the description box below. And guess what? The best time to start is now. The earlier the better. As I explained in that video, babies begin to absorb language when they're still in their mummy's belly. Yes, that's right. So if you're pregnant and you want your child to be bilingual, start talking to them in the target language now. But if your child is already a bit older, do not despair. While it's best to start as early as possible, it's never too late to start. Start talking to your child in your target language today. Take that first step today. I have lots of resources on this channel to help get you started. You can also check out my book, Bilingual and Trilingual Parenting 101, for tons of tips and advice that will help get you going. Tip number 2, be consistent, or be more consistent. One thing I talk about again and again, both on this channel and in my book, is the utter importance of consistency. So if you've been on this journey for a while, I want you to do one thing in 2024. Be more consistent. Aim to speak to your child in the target language most of the time, unless you are using the time and place strategy where you split your time between 2 or more languages. More on that in another video about choosing a language strategy. The link is in the description box below. In fact, even if you are using the time and place strategy, you should still make sure you are consistent in terms of where and when you use a particular language. I guarantee you that this is the key to successfully raising a bilingual, trilingual child. And that's because consistency leads to more exposure and less confusion. Your child knows that they have to use a certain language when they are with you. They know what to expect. So in 2024, let's be more consistent. And this applies to myself as well. I've been using a bit more English with my kids recently for various reasons, and it's time to rein that in. Tip number 3, use technology wisely. To those of you who have watched my other videos, you might know that I'm somewhat on the fence about the use of technology. I'm a huge advocate of traditional learning methods, but it is 2024, technology is never going away, so we might as well leverage it for our benefit. Check out language learning apps, educational games, and online resources designed for bilingual children. Interactive and engaging tools can make the language learning process more fun for your child and therefore more sustainable in the long term. My good friend Steve has recently launched an AI-powered language learning app called Kippy that helps people practice speaking the target language on their smartphones. This is the sort of app that really has the potential to level up your child's language skills. I'll do an interview with him soon, so watch this space. However, here's a big caveat. You have to use technology wisely. Leaving your child with an iPad for hours on end isn't going to do much good. Moderation is key, my friend. Tip number 4, cultural exposure. Cultural exposure is extremely powerful in bringing a language to life for your child. My kids, for example, love going to Chinatown in London, where they can see Chinese people, Chinese writing, Chinese products, and Chinese food literally all around them. My son even ordered some street food in Mandarin, and it gave him a huge sense of achievement. So if you haven't done so already, I encourage you to start planning at least one cultural experience associated with your target language for your child in 2024. It doesn't have to be something huge. Look out for shops and restaurants run by people who speak the target language. Look out for festivals related to that culture. This can really be a game changer in bringing a language to life for your child. I'll also aim to do more of this in 2024 myself. More trips to Chinatown, celebrating Chinese New Year in a big way, etc. I'll keep you guys posted on our progress. Okay, allow me to pause for a moment here. I have a big favor to ask. In 2024, my goal is to grow this channel to empower more parents around the world to raise multilingual children. By subscribing to this channel, liking the videos, and interacting with me in the comments, you can help make this happen. It doesn't matter how much effort I put into these videos if no one can find them, so please hit the subscribe button and like button to help people discover this channel. Thank you so much. 谢谢, 多谢晒. Tip number 5, start building a community. I've discussed the importance of having a language community in my book and in my other videos. We humans are social creatures. Not only is being part of a community good for our emotional and mental well-being, it's also essential for language learning. While you can definitely teach your child the target language yourself, if your child gets to use that language outside of their immediate family, they'll feel so much more motivated to use it. So in 2024, I invite you to start building a community of speakers of your target language. Look out for playgroups, language classes, or community events where you can meet other families who speak your language. Both you and your child will benefit hugely from having a support network and a language community. Tip number 6, read, read, read. Reading is just about the single best thing you can do with your child to boost their language skills. In fact, it's just about the single best thing you can encourage your child to do, full stop. As I discuss in greater detail in my book, reading for pleasure is strongly correlated with academic success and mental well-being. It relieves stress. It helps children expand the vocabulary. It boosts their cognitive skills. And in the context of raising a bilingual and trilingual child, reading increases their exposure to the target language and crucially helps them acquire more sophisticated vocabulary and sentence structures. So in 2024, start reading with your child, or if you're already reading with them, start reading more. You can start today, even if your child's not born yet. Start reading to the baby growing inside you today in your target language, and be assured that you are sowing the seeds for future language development. If you have a baby or toddler, read picture books or board books together in the target language. And just a quick reminder here that my sister and I have launched our own series of beautifully illustrated bilingual picture books featuring over 120 everyday words and free MP3 tracks that help you master the pronunciation of every word. It's available in English and Simplified Chinese, English and Traditional Chinese, and English and Japanese right now, but more language combos are to come. Watch this space. Check out the links below. Tip number 7, start a reading and writing routine. Following on from my previous tip, if your child is aged 3 or above, I strongly recommend that you start a reading and writing routine in 2024. There are numerous cognitive benefits in learning multiple languages, and these benefits are amplified when you learn the respective writing systems as well. My husband and I can say with 100% certainty that having to juggle 3 very different writing systems, English with its Latin alphabet, Russian with its Cyrillic alphabet, and Chinese with its ideogram-based writing system, has benefited our children immensely in so many areas of their lives. Starting a reading and writing routine in your target language will also undoubtedly increase their vocabulary size and consequently help them become more confident speakers too. I offer tons of tips and advice on how to do this in my book. There's a whole chapter on how to establish an effective and enjoyable literacy routine, so definitely check it out if that interests you. But in this video, I simply want to encourage you to start a short and sweet reading and writing routine in 2024 if you haven't already done so. Start with 10 minutes a day. Do it consistently for a few months, and I promise you the benefits will be immense. Tip number 8, encourage language play. As much as I advocate the benefits of reading and writing, there is no doubt that children learn best through play. You have to make language learning fun, or at least make certain aspects of it more fun, for long-term sustainability. Depending on the age of your child, play can take many different forms. For a baby or toddler, you can do something like play hide and seek with their toys and incorporate language into it. With an older child, you can go on a treasure hunt in the park. Basically, anything fun can help them improve their language skills as long as they are done in the target language. So, in 2024, I encourage you to incorporate more fun into language learning and, by extension, into your family's life. Your child will enjoy language learning more, and it will make this whole thing a lot more sustainable in the long run. Tip number 5, travel and immersion. Can you believe it's been 4 years since the COVID-19 pandemic first began? Can you remember how we were all locked up in our countries for 2 or even 3 years? Well, those days are well and truly behind us, and travel is back big time. So if possible, make 2024 the year you travel to places where your target language is widely spoken. Immersive experiences can significantly enhance language skills and bring a language to life for your child. It also helps expose your child to dialects and accents other than their parents, which can really benefit them in the long run. This is also a major goal for us as a family. Neither of our children has been to Russia or China yet, but we'll try to make this happen as soon as possible. In the meantime, more trips to Chinatown are definitely in order. Tip number 10, mindset shift. Last but not least, I encourage you to change your mindset in 2024. More specifically, I encourage you to focus on the following mindset shifts. Number 1, focus on what your child can do, not what they can't do. Every achievement, every milestone, however minor, is worth celebrating. Number 2, do not let anyone tell you what you can or cannot do. This is especially true if you're raising your child to be bilingual as a non-native speaker yourself. You can succeed. Do not let anyone else tell you otherwise. 3, start thinking about this whole thing as a journey, an adventure. There is no end point. There is no set in stone definition of success. The journey itself is what counts, as cliched as that sounds. If you can enrich your child's life and help them see the world in a slightly different way by raising them to speak more than one language, you are by definition succeeding as a parent. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Thank you so much for getting to the end of this video. I hope it gave you some inspiration and motivation for 2024. As always, please like, share and subscribe so this channel can reach and bring value to more people like yourself. Thank you so much, and I wish you and your family all the best in 2024. Goodbye for now. 再见. Bye bye. Baka baka.